Well, hi everyone. I'm Nicole Orr. You all just got your Saint makeup and I'm really excited for you. And you're probably thinking, what do I do now? So I'm going to do a quick hack for you to see where all the products go. You can pause, follow along. Here are a few tips. You may have gotten brushes. So with Saint, the beauty is you can apply with your fingers or you can apply with brushes. So I'm going to just show you 3 brushes that you may have gotten, but I'm going to apply everything with my fingers because I think these are kind of the best tools. Just before we get started, you may have gotten a blush and bronzer brush. It's a great brush to apply or blend. Second, the detail brush. The detail brush is amazing for contour or accent highlight. And lastly, you may have gotten the 3D brush, which is kind of like the everything brush. So you can blend, apply, and you can get in nooks and crannies with this brush. Maybe other brushes too, but let's get started. So first, you can do this any way you want. You can do it in reverse order, but I'm going to do it exactly how you've probably seen it before. We're going to start, here's my compact. I'm just going to go over it quickly. This is my main highlight, which acts as my main foundation like a liquid or powder foundation used to. My accent highlight, which is a couple shades lighter than my normal. This will brighten, I'll show you. This is a color corrector for dark circles. You may not have gotten a color corrector, that's fine. Contour, don't be scared. I'm gonna show you how to use it and you're gonna love it. This is my Illuminator. I will show you how to use that too. This looks like an empty tin, but it's my brow wax. You probably didn't get that yet, but I recommend it. Okay, this is my Bella bronzer, which is just key for anybody. And then I use a dark contour called Cola, and I use that for my eyebrows. You may use a regular shadow to fill your brows. If you don't fill your brows, I will help you. Okay, so let's just get started. I'm going to dip with this makeup. You want to dip, 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 dab, 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 do not swipe. You will just pick up too much product. So you see I'm just like dab, dab, dabbing? It's really dark. It's fine. The beauty is if you use too much, it will blend. However, what you really would love to avoid is using too much product. Now, I have a very small forehead. So I stay high, or sometimes I don't even contour my forehead. If you're older, don't come down all the way down here. Anytime you put something dark on your face, it's going to create a shadow and have it look like it's recessed, which is great if you're trying to take attention away. All right, we just contoured our forehead. Now we're gonna do our cheeks. So dip, dip, dip again. The reason that we are doing our cheeks is to bring dimension to our cheekbones. As we get a little bit older, everything kind of falls and we just lose dimension. You're gonna go from the corner of your ear, like the top here, to the corner of your eye, and you're just gonna drag a line. That's it, does not have to be perfect. So you don't wanna go down into that divot there. And then I'm just using the same finger and I'm just dragging. That's it. And if I went too low or whatever, you can just wipe it, but we're gonna blend. All right. Now, if we happen to get a double chin or a little gush gush underneath, which my Nana used to call it, we're just gonna contour so that we're redefining our jawline. And the goal is to stay under your jaw. Do not give yourself a 5 o'clock shadow. See, I know. We're gonna blend, blend, blend. Now, contour is really phenomenal for noses. I never used to contour my nose. I didn't know how to do it. I have a wider tip here. You can change the shape of your nose. I'm dipping in. I'm going to rub it together. Contour is a little stickier. You'll notice that when you get your contour. So you don't have to contour your nose, but I like it because I like to kind of make this look a little bit smaller. So you just take your fingers, keep them close, drag. Now I stop before I get to the end of my nose. If you have a teeny little nose, don't contour your nose. It's fine. Yes, you will look ridiculous. If I use my fingers, I do keep a makeup wipe here just to wipe off. If you don't like to use your fingers, it's fine, and I will show you how to use a brush. Okay, we're done contouring. We did our forehead, our cheeks, our jawline, and our nose. Are we good? Great. Okay, now we're gonna go on with our main shade. The reason that we are doing it in steps is because we are not layering. Everything is one layer on our face and then we blend. So it does not look like we have a ton of makeup on, and it will all blend out. Okay, so we're gonna dip, 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 dab, 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 and we're just going to go over our eyebrows. We're just gonna go down in the temples. We're gonna go where you would have a man's beard. You can dot it, you can swipe it, just don't use too much product. That's all I'm asking. Go right where you would have like a mustache. If you have any redness around, which I do, feel free to just kind of like place the product where you think you need it, and then we'll blend. Now, I have some dark circles here, so I normally would use a color corrector, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my main shade. I'm just gonna dot a little bit. I'm not getting under, I'm not putting anything right there, okay? Because when we're older and we get stuff, we don't wanna add a lot of product right under our eyeballs. All right, well, if you do have a color corrector, I'm just gonna show you the magic. This is a different color. This is my color corrector. That's called Mango. I will match you. Don't get off the website. See how that just knocked it out? Okay, so there, we've done it. Contour, main shade. Main shade, main shade, main, where you have a beard, mustache. Now, we left a space here, right, for where we would put our blush. That's why I didn't put anything right here. So in my compact, on my next level, I know, there is another video on how to load. I'm just going to use something bright and fun. You're gonna go right above your contour. You can pick any color you want. I know that looks bright. All right, so that's where your blush goes, and of course, your lips. You can use your cheeks and the lip color for both. I'm gonna wait because I find if I do my lips first, I blend it all over my face. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm definitely going to blend with a brush. So I'm gonna use my blush and bronzer brush, and oh, nope, I forgot my highlight. See? You know, whatever. This is the whole point of contouring, so that you can brighten. Okay, so we're gonna go here into our accent highlight. The accent highlight is a shade lighter or 2 shades lighter than your main foundation. And what we're gonna do, I'm finding a clean finger. I'm going to just do a little bit right there, down the center of my nose, but I'm stopping, so because I wanted to change the shape of my nose, a little bit in Cupid's bow. I don't know why it's called that. A little here. Now, we do inner and outer corners of our eyes. We don't go under our eyes. There. Now, if you have any discoloration, you're welcome to take whatever's left on your finger and just do a little swipe with your accent highlight to kind of prime your eyes. Okay, so accent highlight, T-zone, inner and outer corners of your eyeballs. That's it. Okay, now we're ready to blend. You know when you look ridiculous, it's time to blend. We're gonna just take this. You can start with any color you want. I'm gonna start with a lighter color. Now this is cream, so it's just kind of melting into my face, okay? I'm gonna come around. I am not very aggressive here with this brush. I'm kind of just dabbing. I'm going around. I'm gonna go around this and do this last. Do you see how it's just kind of all melting into my face? And there, where that corner is, I'm gonna show you how to make sure that you get everything blended. And if you do this, it takes a little practice. You can get out of your house, you know, fully done with mascara and eyes in probably 10 minutes. I can do it faster, but you know what? I deserve more than 10 minutes to do my face. I've earned it, right? Okay, now, how are we gonna go ahead and do all this? This is our contour. We are pushing this back. You can go back and forth or push it back. The goal is to keep this area nice and bright and push that contour back. All right, don't forget your jawline. You can go back and forth like this to soften it and then pull down. And if you do have extra skin under here, you will notice that your jaw just looks more defined. And you can practice with that contour too. Everything is optional. If you don't want to do your nose, don't do it. Dab, 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 dab. That's it. See, we're just kind of dabbing and blending. All right, there. Are you surprised everything just blended? Let's fix those brows. All right, how do we do with this junk? We're going to just flick up, flick, 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 everything up, 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 up. Because, you know, we don't want to drag our face down. And then I swirl the blush. See? So swirl up, push, 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 swirl. That's just how I do it. Everyone does it differently. And I went a little low on that side. It's fine. I just push it up. Sometimes I tend to go too heavy on the side. I don't know why. If you go too heavy, just keep blending. It will literally blend out. These brushes are magical. I know you might think you have a good brush, but I'm just telling you. Now, if you want a fuller look, you can bring your blush to the apple of your cheek, but if you want an up, like kind of a lifted look, keep it back like that. So you can see how I kind of came a little bit further here, and it's a little fuller. This is up and back, so just depending on the shape of your face. Okay, I think I probably blended everything. Now, if you have a bronzer, I'm gonna show you where to put that bronzer. You can take your blush and bronzer brush, or you can apply with your finger. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna show you how to do it with a brush. Here's Bella. Bella works for, I would say, everyone, except if you have extremely light skin or extremely dark skin, and we have an option for you for that. When you do a bronzer, you're going in a 3. And yes, you put it right over all this because you're doing it kind of where the sun would kiss your face. And that's it. And don't forget your neck. Like that. Like so. All right, we got to do our lips. And we can just pick a color. We don't have to do the same color that we did. There is a teeny trick, and I will do this for you. I have a multitasker brush. You will need a brush for this. A thin tip brush, doesn't really even matter. Even if it's a line brush that you use eyeliner. Dip into your contour and line your lips. You might be saying, I'm not lining my lips. My grandma did that. It kind of gives you a guide where to keep your lipstick. You know, it's okay. Or if you have very thin lips, it's a great way to give a fuller look. And because it's cream, you can just push and just kind of blend it like this. All right, so let's pick a color. I'm gonna pick Royal because it's one of my favorite colors and I recommend it to almost everyone. It is beautiful on everybody's skin tone. Now, if you, again, I'm using the multitasker brush that I use to line my lips. If you do have it, it's great for lipstick so that you have more control. And that is a basic HAC. The only thing I will show you that we have left to do, which is one of the most important steps, taking a perfector sponge. Now, if you don't have the one that we have, just go get an inexpensive one at a drugstore. Some of the really good ones are too firm. So this is damp. I ran it under warm water, wrung it out really hard. I put it in my microfiber cloths, squeezed it out, and then you're just gonna go over. This is like the key to Saint, or basically any makeup. If you have too much, it might settle into your fine lines, and that is not what we're looking for. So if you kind of, you know, missed a little bit, there. Okay. And I know what you're saying now. Where do I put my illuminator? I knew I'd get there. Okay, illuminator. This is honey. It looks yellow. I wouldn't have bought it, but I got it, and I'm so excited. You are putting it right above where you would put your blush, or where I did. It just catches the light. There. So a little bit. You could just do bronzer and an illuminator and be done. I like a little J-Lo glow. You can do a little bit right there. And a little on the lip. I know, it's just fantastic. Okay, now I will do my eyes. I'll do that in a separate tutorial. So that is the end of it. If you've got pressed powder, feel free to go ahead, use your damp perfector sponge. Maybe hit under your eyes a little bit if you don't want a little glow. Or you can just literally pop this out, pop this tin out, take it with you, and then you can just kind of touch up during the day if you need it. But I'm telling you, this makeup will withstand the heat. Okay, well, if you have any questions, let me know. That was a basic hack. We did contour, forehead, cheeks, jaw, nose. Our main highlight we did here, down the sides, where you'd have a beard, where you'd have a mustache, and I did a little where I was red. And then our accent highlight, which brightens up the center of your face, we went T-zone, Cupid's bow, chin, inner, outer corners, our little illuminator to do a little bit of a glow. And that's it. Okay, if you have any questions, reach out to me. Thank you.